Lord Cannon, perhaps we can stop by the club and have a drink on the way home.
Yeah, thank you. But I'd like to impress upon you, Mrs. Berry, how utterly charming I found your company to be.
Are you sure you won't stay for a drink?
Charles?
Yes. Good night, all.
That was the most fun ever!
Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
You see, Mary, the boys had a great time, especially Peter. Well, he's a boy acting like a grown-up.
That man is a grown-up behaving like a boy. I've never seen anything like it.
And my favourite bit was when we hid under the tables.
And your behaviour was the worst of all, Peter. I'm surprised at you encouraging your brothers like that.
Wasn't Peter's fault, Mother. What do you expect? They're children.
And Mother joined in too.
Yes, never mind that, Michael. Thank you so much for a lovely evening. I do hope we weren't too excitable. It's so rare to be invited anywhere.
Night, Mr. Barry.
Good night, Peter.
Brandy for your...
Yes. Oh, yes. They all seem to have vanished into thin air. Still, bottoms up. James, would you like one? Gosh, is it here? Is it hot in here?
Mary, are you feeling all right?
I think I need to sit down. I only wanted everything to be perfect. Perhaps the soup was just too salty. Was it the soup, Alan?
Perhaps it was the soup.
Do you think it's possible they didn't notice the dog on the table? The proper place for that dog is tied up in the yard where he belongs.
Mary, I'm sorry tonight didn't go quite as you expected, but perhaps having fun is more important than everything being perfect. And maybe we're only truly living when everything in the house is turned upside down.
Darling, I think I may head to bed actually. I suddenly have a headache.
Really? Well, we'll go up there together. I'll
No,
fix you up.
no. I think perhaps it would be best if you stayed in the guest bedroom tonight. Emily, if you could come.
Really?
No, James, I think that would be better.
Trying to be myself, but that makes everything seem worse. How am I gonna turn this all around? Well, you should have jumped up on the table like that. Come here, it's not your fault. Sorry, boy. Back to envy you, Porthos. You can only ever be yourself.
Peter's been so glum since dinner the other night. Thought you might be able to cheer him up.
I hope I'm not too late. I was writing all afternoon. I lost track of the time.
Oh, not at all. I'm just putting the boys to bed, which is an adventure in itself. Please come in.
Porthos! Porthos! I'm so sorry, man. I don't know what's gotten into him recently.
Father would never have let a dog in the house, and the boys would be asleep in bed.
Hello, Peter. I have a present for you.
The Boy's Castaway, being a record of the terrible adventures of the brothers Davies, faithfully set forth by Peter Llewellyn Davies. But I'm not a writer.
I saw you open up your mind at dinner the other night.
But I upset Grandmother and all of your friends. I'd rather rather just keep my thoughts to myself from now on.
Well, that's why you should write, Peter. Because in your imagination, there are no rules, no expectations. Well, you can express yourself however you like.
Boys should never be made to go to bed. They always wake up a day older.
Right, that's it. Off to bed, boys.
Oh,
I mean it.
bedtime story. Tell us one about Great St. George, who slayed the dragon for England.
Oh, what about a Peter Piper? Who picked a peck of pickled peppers? No Jack Frost, no Jack Horn, or Jack the Beanstalk.
I think we've had plenty of fun for one night. Settle down. Quietly hush now to sleep. On the wings of a butterfly, let all your cares drift away. For now is the end of the day. If you close your eyes and count to 10, you'll hear your dreams are calling again. Just follow the moon, all too soon a new day will feel. You'll have nothing to fear, for wherever you are and forever I'll be here.
And stay with us till we fall asleep, won't you?
Of course I will, I'm right here.
And Porthos too.
And Porthos too. They'll be off in a minute. You mean a lot to my boys, you know? Especially Peter.
He's trying to grow up too fast. Perhaps he believes that things don't hurt as much when you're a grown-up. Especially when you lose somebody.
They do.
You know, I was Peter's age when I lost my brother, David. He was ice skating on a nearby pond. It was an accident. I always felt I should have been there.
I'm so sorry. Here.
What's this?
It's a thimble for your finger. When sewing, it protects you from pain.
David was my mother's favorite. I knew it. After he died, she wouldn't get out of bed for months. One day, I dressed myself up in David's clothes, and she cried tears of happiness.
James.
He went to Neverland.
Neverland.
It's a place I invented where you never grow old. I've never told anyone that before. Whenever I was frightened, if I ever felt alone, I turned to the night sky and a star I call my own. Somewhere I could run to,
just across the Milky Way. If you like, I could take you. It's just a light year and a day. We can sail away tonight on a sea of pure moonlight. We can navigate the stars to bring us back home. In a place so far away, we'll be young, that's how we'll stay. Every wish is a command. We will find ourselves in Neverland. Picture a land that you never have seen, where life is eternal and evergreen. A future of happiness all in your hands, all in this place I created that I call Neverland. We can sail away tonight on a sea of pure moonlight. We can navigate the stars to bring us back home. Every wish is a command. I am close enough to finding Neverland.
Neverland? No, no, no. What is this? Islands, mermaids, children who have fairies.
No, the children are not the fairies are the fairies. The children are the boys who can never grow up.
Why? Why can they never grow up? Where the hell is Neverland? How did the clock get inside of the crocodile?
He swallowed it!
Oh, he swallowed it. Oh, of course he did. Oh, James, you gotta think this thing through. You want mermaids in a lagoon. That's a lot of water.
The audience can imagine that there's water.
Well, at this rate, we'll also have to imagine that there's an audience. James, a play for children. Children don't have any money. They can't buy tickets. They can't even buy ice cream. Adults buy things.
It is not a play just for children, Charles. It is a play for everyone. Everyone who has a child inside of them screaming to get out. I know that even you have one of those.
No, I don't. I don't have a child inside of me. I have an ulcer. An ulcer and a gut instinct.
Did you at least like the part where the nanny was the dog?
No! I've had enough. You're losing your mind. You're speaking in riddles, and the riddles don't rhyme. You want blind children up there on the stage, dogs wearing aprons and boys that don't age. You say I will adore it, but I'm paying for it. A little bit of tragedy and less of all the comedy. How am I gonna face it? Oh, such a disgrace. Yet here we go again and again and again. It's like living on a merry-go. Round and round you seem to go. No one ever seems to know why. I'm seeing people floating weightlessly. Ceilings where the floor should be. These and other things you will find in the circus of your mind.
Charles, just hear me out.
Look, James, people are beginning to talk about how much time you spend with a woman who's not your wife, and about your relationship with those boys.
No, there's nothing going on, Charles.
Oh, don't insult me, I know that. Now, how does Mary feel? It's clear she's not very happy.
That has nothing to do with this.
Fine, but you're throwing away your career, and mine along with it. Look, I I have waited 6 months, and you send me some silly adventure story. Where are the stakes? Where is the conflict? You don't even have a villain! You are living on a merry-go-round, around the city, in the circus of your mind.
James, I didn't expect you back. This is...
Cannon,
Yes, I know who you are.
Lord Cannon was just talking me through his parliamentary procedure.
Parliamentary
You
procedure.
must have lost track of the time.
Yes, whoopsie daisy. Well, I'd better be off. Nice to see you, both of you, again.
Oh, say something, James. Don't insult me by staying silent.
I've nothing to say.
Well, that's not true. You have plenty to say, just not to me.
You don't have to steal my journal to get to know me, Mary.
Do you love her? What?
How can you ask me that?
I've resigned myself to spend all my life, to be all the things one expects from a wife. Your imagination is where you reside, though my invitation has never arrived. Darling, will you try? You cannot deny she's on every single page of your journal, James. Now we have to face it. Such a disgrace. There you go again and again and again. It's like living on a merry-go-round and round we seem to go. Yet I never seem to know why. I'm hearing people whisper quietly. Friends are now avoiding me. This is the life you designed in the circus of your mind.
Mary! Mary! Oh, buddies! Grab your wee pickaxes and catapults! We're going to war! Mrs. Devonian, may I please see Sylvia and the boys?
No, you may not.
No, why not?
May I be quite direct with you, Mr. Merrick? There has been nothing but trouble and strife ever since you came into this family's life. So much disruption the children don't need. And as for my daughter, I must intercede. Everything about you, they can do without you. Take flights of fantasy. I question your morality. I told them to ignore you. Now I must implore you. Leave them alone. Stay away. We all know you are living on the merry-go-round and round you seem to go. Understand that we have no time for the circus of your mind.
Shall we, my dear?
James! Oh, you look lovely, darling. Mother thought you were... Never mind what Mother thought. Mother thinks you had better get going.
Yes, our carriage awaits.
Good night.
Sylvia! Sylvia!
Neverland, islands, mermaids, children, fairies.
That man is a grown-up behaving like a boy. What will be your